Going on between the fiat currency and the cryptocurrency. But at the same time, the adoption of cryptocurrency across the world is increasing exponentially. What's up, YouTube community? Welcome to Invest Desk, your number one channel for cryptocurrency investing, daily news, updates, and forecast. My name is Syed, and yeah, it's Sunday. We're going to take a look at some important things. I have a little argument to make here, and I'm going to share this with you. And what I would like you to do is just kind of comment down below and let me know, or just in this live chat, because we stream every single day. So I like to be able to bring up this argument, right? So before I talk in depth about the fiat versus crypto war that is going on, and what the outcome will be, and the China and the US regulators, whatnot. But let's take a look at this one thing. And then I'd like you to sort of like see if you're able to kind of answer it. Let me bring this up right here. Perfect. All right, awesome. So I hope you guys can see this. Let me also pull up my live chat so we know, so I know who's on. Perfect. All right, so let's give more people to join. A couple of more seconds here before I start on this particular paragraph. I find it very interesting. And the reason I do find this interesting, because it seems like a valid argument. And this argument is regarding the fiat currency, right? So, or I'm sorry, not the fiat, but the crypto. So if we, for example, are able to adopt the cryptocurrency or get paid in crypto, what would happen? So let's check this out. So let me make this bigger. Perfect. It is bigger. All right, so if you get your paycheck entirely in Bitcoin, which you would love to have, right? And then it goes down 10%, you're making less money than you would have expected. Fair enough, makes sense, right? So if you get paid in Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes down, then you get 10% less money if Bitcoin goes down 10%. Let's continue. You also could make more money than you would have expected, but it's not something that is predictable. At the same time, for example, if Bitcoin goes 10% up, boom, your paycheck goes up 10%. Fair enough. All right, let's continue. For someone like Tom Brady, who's a famous NFL quarterback here, I don't really think that he's living paycheck to paycheck. And we know that. People who have millions and many investments and businesses, they don't live paycheck to paycheck, right? Typically, the employees, the middle tier class, sort of like, working at retail shops or whatever, or offices, we live paycheck to paycheck. Let's continue. I may be wrong, but I have a hunch that he has a pretty good savings account, and he's talking about Tom Brady. So he can take that risk. And the risk is, of course, if Bitcoin goes up 10%, if you get paid in Bitcoin and it goes up 10% or it goes down 10%, people who have a lot of savings, right, can take that risk. So let's continue. Tom Brady, in this example, he could be willing to lose his entire paycheck for people in the world that maybe need to pay rent with their monthly paycheck. What if it goes to zero? Boom. This is the argument. So this is something that I'm just kind of going through this article, and I find it very interesting. And this is, to me, it's a valid argument. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in comments and see what's going on as to what do you think about this particular scenario. So yeah, we know that crypto is being adopted. The global adoption is increasing exponentially. But what happens when you get into some scenario like this? For example, whether it's Bitcoin, whether you get paid in Dogecoin, whether you get paid in SafeMoon currency, or whatever it is, right? What happens if it goes down? And more importantly, if you are living paycheck to paycheck, and this is the key word, right? So if you're living paycheck to paycheck, let's say on 30th you get paid in Bitcoin, and boom, on the 30th end of the month, Bitcoin goes down. Of course you'll lose all that paycheck, right? Or pretty much a big chunk of it, depending on how much down that particular cryptocurrency goes. In this example, Bitcoin, right? So how do you pay your bills? How do you pay your rent? How do you buy groceries? How do you do that, right? So this is something that is still an example that I wanted to bring this up right here at InvestDesk, because this is your #1 channel, of course, bringing you tangible data research so you can make informed decision. So in my, and this is again, this is me, this is right here, I'm thinking cryptocurrencies adoption is increasing. And let me bring this up. Where is it? I had it up here. Oh, there we go. So the global crypto adoption, it's certainly grown. For example, over 300 million crypto users worldwide, and this probably is increasing exponentially every day. And most of them are in Asia. 160 million people. That's a lot of people, right? Especially in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, right? Huge. And China is, of course, doing crackdown, and that's why the crypto is kind of going down, right? In the United States, we have 28 million. Of course, South America, 24 million. Africa, 32 million, and so on. Let's scroll down and take a look at the countries, to break down a little bit of countries as to how the adoption is occurring. For example, the #1 country on the list is Ukraine, with a whopping 12.73% of the population. Yeah, and the vast majority of a number of crypto owners, right? 5 million. The biggest is Russia, right? And India, look at India. That's even larger right here. So this is, of course, a list, and I can sort it down. Boom, there we go. So the #1 country, according to the sorted list right here, is India, right? And then the #2 country is the United States. And then we have Russia, Nigeria, Brazil, Pakistan, Indonesia, Vietnam, and so on. So this is the adoption scenario, right? Which is pretty interesting, because the way things are moving forward, the evolution, I should say, not the revolution. I think it's the evolution, because eventually pretty much all will be in crypto. All countries will be in crypto, like El Salvador. Bitcoin is now the official currency, and many, many other countries will definitely follow suit as time progresses. But the important question remains, do we want to get paid in crypto or not? Maybe I'll do another live stream specifically on this, do some more research. But today I just want to talk about the war that is going on between the fiat and the crypto. The adoption has grown. At the same time, China is cracking down on Bitcoin, right? And this is a couple of days ago, and for the last week, and even today, the news is that China is, in fact, cracking down on all cryptocurrencies. And simple reason, because they want to regulate. They want to make sure the financial system remains within their own hands, within the hands of the government, right? So they don't want DeFi to be the prevalent transaction scenarios across businesses or individuals, because hey, no one controls DeFi space, right? Yeah, no one owns blockchain. So if I send money to China in Bitcoin, well, it doesn't go through a bank, right? So the government may not know at all. That's why we see this crackdown. And similar scenario in the United States. Well, in the US cannot directly go and ban it, right? So what they can do is they can just try to tax it out, right? Yeah, or make some laws, such as the recent news that I shared a couple of days ago in the live stream about Coinbase, right? So the SEC kind of suing Coinbase, sent them a notice, and then Coinbase quietly, kind of curtailed their product, which was to lend and give interest on crypto, right? Stake. So so that's how the US is pressurizing the crypto industry. But China is outrightly banning all crypto, because of course the government is more of a communist structure, right? But yeah, that's the real war going on now. Of course, the war, there's some consequences. The consequences is right here. Let me show you right here. So of course, cryptos are down. There we go. So this is the result of the war, which is going on between the fiat currency and the cryptocurrency. And that's really what it is. And we see that happening. And let me tell you, this is the pro tip for you guys, right? If this war ends or we settle, okay, now, and we know that wars cannot be won, they have to settle. The ultimate effectees are the people, the investors in our case, right, in this particular scenario. But if the government start to back crypto, which they inevitably will, whether it's today, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year, 2 years, definitely crypto is here. Crypto is not going anywhere, right? No matter what. It's just a matter of the government's trying to find a viable way to, regulate it. That's all. That's all there is to it, guys. That's, again, my humble opinion. Let me know your thoughts and comments. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button and the bell notification so you get notified every single time. So the thing is that if the crypto world gets regulated and the government start to back it, let me tell you guys, Bitcoin is going to cross 100K in a matter of days. All right. So yeah, there you go. I said it. Yep. I said it right here at InvestTest, your #1 channel, guys. That's how it is. So this is the time, at least how I, in my humble opinion, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but hey, good time to buy the crypto, especially Bitcoin, because it's digital gold and it has been around for many years. And yeah, that's how it is. And of course, if you were in the live stream yesterday, I shared the weekly portfolio that we have. So we have about I think about $36,000 worth of Bitcoin that I shared, and of course Dogecoin, about 70,000 Dogecoin worth about $20,000, right, at this point, at this price. And of course we also have SafeMoon and Promise as well. So these are the cryptos, as in addition to, of course, the real estate assets that we've also incorporated within the portfolio of InvestTest. But this is the deal. Let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed index. Right now it's at about 27, right? So if I scroll down, this is about, let's go to 1 month. So for the last month or last 7 days, yeah, there we go, perfect. You'll notice the value kind of goes from 50 all the way up to today, which is 27. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of skepticism because because of the China factor, because of the U.S. regulators and whatnot, right? Everything is happening, but in the long run, the way I see it personally is, yeah, this is all going to pass, guys. Crypto is not going anywhere. It's just like putting pressure on something, right? And that's what is happening. There you go. I said it again. This is what is happening. It's just, pressures that is being put on the crypto world. That's all there is to it. Now, when this pressure is released, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or whatever it is, boom, the crypto market is going to go to the moon. That's right, guys. Here's another historical Bitcoin and crypto fear and greed index. This is 1 month. If you take a look at 3 months, and let's go back to even 1 year, you'll notice the graph, right? So in between, you'll see all the way dropping to 18. And of course, the highest it's been is around 84. And that's when Bitcoin was going all the way up to 64,000 back in March, right? So yeah, this is how it is. So right now it's still at 40. So this is also a good indicator, by the way. This is a yearly, by the way, indicator that tells you that if the fear and greed is low, yeah, the crypto, there's still opportunity. I see it as opportunity to get into more cryptos, right? So right now it's about 40 according to btctools.io. Right here is fear. So once it gets to greed or extreme greed scenarios, right, which means that the governments are loosening up on the regulations. China is also maybe perhaps makes the decision, the Chinese government, that, hey, all right, BTC is here to stay, for example, and other cryptos are also here to stay, then boom, you're going to see some massive gains, guys. So hold on. The strategy at this point for us, for InvestTest, is of course hodl. That's the best strategy. Hold on to dear life. That is hodl. Hold, right? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, same thing. All right. So I wanted to bring this up, but of course, going back to fiat versus, I think I covered this in the previous stream, the utility of money, the issuance and governance, the exchange of value, and of course how it's evolving. So I've covered this in the previous stream, so please go check that out. In terms of all effective forms of money must act as a store of value, medium of exchange, and unit of account. And crypto does the same thing. But the real war is really the crypto versus the fiat. Fiat in a sense where the government is, of course, backing fiat currency, right? And that's really what the deal is. And of course, China, because they want to control, they want to have absolute control over the financial transactions. So they don't want people to transact in Bitcoin because they cannot track, right? And they cannot tax, they cannot charge any fees and whatnot. So that's the deal, guys. So hopefully these countries, the governments will come to a common ground, and the day they come to this common ground, guys, boom, that will be the day when crypto market is going to quadruple. Bitcoin is going to cross 100K. Dogecoin is going to hit the dot. Every crypto prop most likely will just go skyrocketing to the moon. So if you have something now, if you have a nice portfolio, yeah, just sleep over it, guys. That's the strategy that we're using here at InvestDesk. And of course, once a crypto millionaire, we are going to be a crypto millionaire the second time around also. Just a matter of time. All right, hang in there. That's the strategy. But the argument, of course, here, like I said earlier, if you get your paycheck in cryptocurrency, it's kind of like if you're living paycheck to paycheck, may not work out, because at the end of the month, you get paid, let's say in cryptocurrency, and that cryptocurrency goes down a little bit, then of course you cannot survive if you're living on paycheck to paycheck, because you have to pay bills, you have to pay rent, you have to pay groceries and whatnot, right? Credit card payments, etc. So this could be something that still a challenge for the crypto world, how to combat this particular scenario. So let me know in comments what you think, what could happen if people who are living from paycheck to paycheck, if they get paid in cryptocurrency, how can they manage if the cryptocurrency goes down? All right, so that's all I had. This is what I wanted to cover this Sunday afternoon about fiat and the crypto world, and some important news, the greed and fear index. There's a couple of more things. Yeah, this is another 2021 latest global crypto adoption index for the top 20, and check it out. The index score, the first country, the index score 1 goes to Vietnam. Number 2 at 0.37 is India. And number 3, 0.36 is Pakistan. And of course, the Pakistani governments are also trying to not allow, so to speak, cryptocurrency as their mainstream currencies, right? So people are just like investing and doing their pumps and dumps or whatever, right? And then we have Ukraine, Kenya, Nigeria, and so on. The US is also somewhere almost near the middle to the top at 0.22. So that's the global crypto adoption index, guys, right? So yeah, I mean, this is happening. So, or already has happened. Crypto is here. It's just a matter of these governments, like from the war between China and the US, or the Quad 4, right? The Biden administration, the Australia, I think the Quad 4 is what? Australia, US, India, and then there's one more country, right? And they're kind of like putting their heads together against China. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this politics thing, I mean, let's stay out of this, right? If I were to advise the governments, hey, I mean, stay out of crypto, man. Let it be free. Let people decide. I mean, that's the deal, right? But in any case, they want to regulate it, so they'll come to some conclusions eventually, right? Hopefully in the next 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. We don't know, but yeah, we're keeping track. So yeah, if you're new, by the way, to InvestDesk, please subscribe, and of course, smash that like button and the bell notification so you get notified every single time there is some breaking news, research, tangible data, so you can make informed decisions. All right, guys, that's all I have. Some important area, some important argument. I also wanted to bring this up. So let me know in comments what you think. If you have any questions, of course, bring all these up. Let me pull up my chat here and see what's going on. All right. Welcome, Tom. What's your thought? Welcome, Low Roller. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Edward, thanks so much. AMC, welcome. All right, so let's get some quick comments here. SafeMoon business on the app like Amazon, they will make them rich. Yep, thanks for the updates. Edward says, you're most welcome. InvestDesk is your #1 channel, of course. All right, and then we have AMC says it's too complicated for regular people. 60 to 70% of the people never heard of crypto. Yeah, I agree. That's a good point, by the way. Definitely. That's important because there's still massive amount of people who really do not know about crypto, right? That's true. And we think ourselves like, hey, we're the crypto gurus, right? Yeah, of course we are, because we've been in crypto for the last, what, almost 8 months now at InvestDesk, right? Since February. But you're right. Absolutely. I totally agree that people still are naive and they have no, or some of them have no idea about crypto itself. But this could be something that as people get more educated, as the governments try to regulate and educate more individuals, like the governor in Florida, right? Yeah, this was like what 4 months ago I streamed. I just remembered. He wants to pay the city employees in Bitcoin, right? But yeah, but the committee didn't approve, so it's on hold. And that's the way. That's the reason why we have this sort of like argument, right? Let me finally bring this up here so we can see it right here, right? So if you get your paycheck entirely and in cryptocurrency, for example, and at the end of the month that crypto goes down, what do you do, right? That's the deal. So yeah, we'll see how this kind of goes, right? But Low Roller says, hey, a lot of people rely Axis Infinity as rely main income since they're making more money than 9 to 5 jobs. You bet. So yeah, it seems like the argument is like, yeah, it's good investment, right? So you take your money, you invest in crypto, you double it, you quadruple it, you 2x, 10x, or whatever, and then boom, that's an investment. So that I like. That's something that is appropriate, right? But not something that you want to get paid per se in cryptocurrency. Because hey, if I'm getting paid in Dogecoin goes down from 30 cents to 20 cents, boom, hey, how can I pay my bills, right? So yeah, I think that's valid. But yeah, let me know what you think in comments and see what's going on. But I'll leave it at that. So comment down below and make sure you subscribe, and of course hit the bell notification. And thank you all for the support. And if you forgot to smash the like button, please do so. Certainly appreciate that. So thank you all for your support. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday afternoon. I'll see you guys